to the void. So, today we'll talk about the fires. When I look at this stuff, I usually look at empirical, historical stuff, then push it forward to see, what now. So, we're still in January 2025, and the most recent fire occurred recently in California. So, we have to look at this from an empirical perspective. What do we have? How can people survive these fires? What happened in the past? And what can we do moving forward? Anyway, looking at the past, we've had several of these fires. Speaking of, let's say in 1835, we had the Great Fire of New York. 1845, another one, 10 years down the line. 1871, we had one in Chicago, I think. We had also another one, 1906, in San Francisco. They just keep on coming. Even in other places like Japan, 1945, they have that fire that killed a bunch of people. So the problem is, if these fires keep on happening, what's their cause and how can we mitigate them? Anyways, there are many theories, based on this fire that happened in California recently. It's just unfortunate, but there are many theories of what caused this significant increase in frequency of fires. Some people blaming climate change, rising temperatures, longer droughts, snow is melting earlier than possible. Other people are saying it's a fuel buildup whereby, trees, dry leaves, they accumulate. There's a lot of brush and flammable material. Once ignited, it just goes boom or something like that. Other people are just, well, blaming the human beings, human caused activities and ignitions, accidental, non accidental. So, regardless of where the fires have started, how they started, how can you deal with this? So, and the frequency has been like catching up. It's been going up, especially in California. You have the campfires of 2018. We have in 2020 August, there was that complex fire that came up. We have the Dixie fires to 2021. It's unfortunate, but when these disasters hit from far away, you might be like, okay, how can you help? But if it hits you, then oh wow, this is bad. So most of the people have this question, okay, who to blame and how can you get out of this? Let's skip the blame part. And if you get out of this and you're trying to rebuild again, moving forward, as an individual, I think we'll focus on creating defensible spaces, especially around these forests, and even with houses. You just keep those defensible places alone. Keep them in there, just in case the fire erupts. You have at least a buffer zone. So, based on some theories, like fuel buildup, we could say, like, let's clear the vegetation, like the leaves, the pines, the brush, and all that within the forest and around your home, just to make it less flammable. Trees, keeping those trimmed. I think that yeah, that ignited a lot in the California fires this year. And also, the building code has to a little bit change, to accommodate for building home hardening, fire resistant materials, just to give the houses a chance. And even double paneled windows and all that stuff. And that's something you could do on an individual level, the trees, the building, and all that. From a community level, I think they should create like a community wildfire protection plans. I think there's some present, but I think they could need a change because this wildfire just, yeah, wasn't good. It was one of the worst ones that we've had in a long time. So, we could just get community members assisting firefighters, reserve firefighters, you know, have all these in place whereby you have a wide group of reserve firefighters and even people in the corporate world assessing wildfire risks and developing strategies on how to mitigate all those. We could also introduce the fuel reduction programs, like controlled burns, mechanical thinning of forests, and all that, early detection and response, and from a policy. So with the early detection and response, sometimes here's what happened. A few months ago, or even a year, most insurances had detected that some big fire will happen soon, and they began tinkering and canceling their plans. If insurance companies can detect something's coming, our government should be able to detect it too. So I think there's some level of incompetence in there that we have to eliminate in our government, put in their competent individuals and stuff. And other than that, you could just go into like climate change mitigation, forest management, and all that stuff. But all these are continuous efforts uh, that we're supposed to do moving forward. But I mean, if you ask me right now, if you're just a guy who lost everything, my heart goes out to you. If you're just another guy who's just trying to help but you have nothing, just be kind to one another. Be kind to those people who lost everything because you don't know what they're going through. If you have the money, donate, help those in need. If you're into politics, vote for the change you need. And if you're in a leadership position, just understand that your policies and leadership presented a Swiss cheese model to date, whereby each and every buffer couldn't control the fire effectively. Understand those loopholes and fix them in a clear and transparent way. Because who you're leading, the people. If you're leading the people, your priority is to make sure that people are safe and that people are prospering. So on all levels, from an individual, community, and leadership perspective, let's just work together and we'll come through this. This will go away and our community will be back. You know, from the 1800 fires, people came back strong. 1904 fires of New York and San Francisco, 1906, people came back strong. We'll come back strong from this one here. But we just have to be build back together, build back better. And I think those are my thoughts on that. Thank you.